If you're thinking of visiting Japan, then you might need to think again. Thanks to social media, everyone thinks Japan is a dream destination, but in reality, the country is filled with unimaginable horrors. So if you're not the type that likes to explore crazy sights and eat unique foods, then you should think of another holiday destination. From cities that are too clean to unbearable levels of politeness and customer service, here are 10 unexpected reasons why Japan might not be your dream destination. 10. Customer service that sets an impossibly high standard. Japan's level of customer service might spoil you for life. The concept of omotanashi, wholehearted hospitality, is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, and it shows in every interaction. From the moment you step into a store, you're greeted with a cheerful "irashaimase." Staff members are always ready to help, often going above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction. Need directions? Don't be surprised if someone offers to walk you to your destination. In restaurants, you'll marvel at the attention to detail in both service and presentation. Your water glass will never be empty, and your meal will be arranged like a work of art. Even in fast food places, your order will be handed to you with both hands and a bow. 9. Seasonal celebrations that'll make your holidays feel boring. Japan's dedication to seasonal celebrations might make your usual holidays seem dull in comparison. The country embraces each season with enthusiasm, turning every month into a festival of colors, flavors, and traditions. Spring brings the famous cherry blossom season, where entire cities turn pink and people gather for hanami or flower viewing parties. Summer explodes with vibrant firework festivals and the haunting beauty of the Obon Festival, honoring ancestors. Fall isn't just about changing leaves, it's a time for moon viewing parties, seasonal foods, and admiring the fiery colors of Japanese maples. Winter brings illuminations that transform cities into sparkling wonderlands, not to mention the lively New Year celebrations. Even everyday life changes with the seasons. Shops and restaurants constantly update their offerings to match the time of year, from limited edition cherry blossom flavored snacks in spring to warming Odin stews in winter. 8. Technology that makes you feel like you're living in the future. From the moment you arrive in Japan, you'll be surrounded by gadgets and innovations that seem to come straight from the future. Take the toilets, for example. Japanese high-tech toilets come with heated seats, built-in bidets, and sometimes even play music for privacy. You might find yourself spending more time than necessary in public restrooms just to try out all the buttons. In hotels, you might encounter robot receptionists or automated room service. Restaurants often have touchscreen ordering systems, and some even have conveyor belts delivering your food directly to your table. And let's not forget about everyday technology. Vending machines that recognize your face and recommend drinks based on your age and gender. Smartphones that can be used to pay for almost anything. And virtual reality experiences that blur the line between real and digital worlds. 7. A level of cleanliness that makes everywhere else feel messy. Japan's cleanliness might just ruin other places for you. The country's dedication to keeping things tidy and organized is on a whole different level. From bustling city streets to remote mountain trails, you'll be amazed at how spotless everything is. In cities, you'll notice people taking their trash home with them if they can't find a public bin. Cleaning is often seen as a communal responsibility. It's common to see school kids cleaning their own classrooms or local residents sweeping the streets in front of their homes. Even in crowded public spaces like train stations or festivals, you'll be impressed by how clean everything remains. And let's talk about public restrooms. They're often so clean and well-maintained that you might think you've accidentally wandered into a luxury hotel. 6. Vending machines that cater to your every craving. No other country in the world is as obsessed with vending machines as Japan. These machines are everywhere, offering an astounding variety of items 24/7. Thirsty? You'll find machines offering everything from standard sodas to local favorites like green tea and coffee, whether hot or cold. And if you're hungry, you can grab a quick snack or even a hot meal from a vending machine. Some machines dispense fresh fruit and vegetables, while others offer hot soup or freshly cooked rice dishes. But it doesn't stop at food and drink. If you need an umbrella for a sudden downpour, there's a machine for that. Forgot your tie for an important meeting? Yep, you can buy one from a vending machine. You can even find machines selling flowers, books, toys, and electronics. 5. Public transportation that makes you never want to drive again. Japan's public transportation system is so efficient and comprehensive, it might ruin driving for you forever. From the moment you step off the plane, you'll be amazed at how easy it is to get around without a car. The center of Japan's transport network is the Shinkansen, or bullet train. These sleek marvels of engineering zip between cities at speeds up to 200 miles per hour, making even long journeys a breeze. But it's not just about speed. The trains are spotlessly clean, incredibly punctual, and so smooth you can balance a coin on its edge while moving. In cities, you'll find subways and buses that run like clockwork. Even if you miss your train, you don't need to worry because another one will be along in just a few minutes. And let's not forget about the unique themed trains. You might find yourself riding a Hello Kitty decorated carriage or a train with panoramic windows offering stunning views of Mount Fuji. 4. Too many unique experiences to handle. If you want to experience sensory overload, then all you have to do is visit Japan. There's just so much to do, and trying to fit them all in might just break your brain. Where else can you go from a high-tech robot restaurant to a serene tea ceremony in the span of a few hours? One day, you might find yourself in a sumo wrestling match, cheering along with the crowd as two massive athletes clash. The next, you could be dressed in a kimono, learning the intricate art of ikebana, flower arranging. You might start your morning watching the organized chaos of the Tsukiji fish market, spend your afternoon singing your heart out in a private karaoke booth, and end your night soaking in an onsen with a view of Mount Fuji. There's simply too much to do and see. You'll constantly be torn between experiences, always wondering what amazing thing you might be missing out on. 3. A history overload that'll make you a time traveler. Japan's rich history is so captivating, it might turn you into a reluctant time traveler. Every street corner and every building seems to have a story that spans centuries. You'll find yourself constantly jumping between eras, and it can be both exhilarating and overwhelming. One moment, you're in the 21st century, smartphone in hand. The next, you spot a geisha hurrying to an appointment, and suddenly you're transported back to the Edo period. You might start your day exploring a 1,000-year-old temple, have lunch in a sleek modern skyscraper, and end your evening in a traditional ryokan that hasn't changed much in 300 years. Before you know it, you'll be that person at parties, starting every other sentence with, "Did you know in feudal Japan?" 2. Nature that puts postcards to shame. Japan's natural beauty is so stunning that it might ruin your appreciation for landscapes elsewhere. The country's 4 distinct seasons each bring their own unique charm, making every visit a new visual feast. Spring in Japan is famous for its cherry blossoms, but it's more than just pretty pink flowers. Entire cities transform into ethereal wonderlands, with delicate petals floating on the breeze like snow. Parks become packed with locals and tourists alike, all gathered for Hanami. Then there's Mount Fuji, Japan's iconic symbol. No matter how many times you've seen it in pictures, nothing prepares you for the real thing. Whether you're viewing it from the shores of Lake Kawakujiko, catching glimpses from a bullet train, or watching the sunrise from its summit, Fujisan's perfect symmetry and commanding presence will leave you awestruck. 1. The food scene will spoil you forever. Japan's culinary world is a double-edged sword of deliciousness. Once you've tasted the authentic flavors of Japan, your taste buds might never be the same again. Imagine walking down a street in Tokyo, the air filled with the aroma of sizzling grilled chicken skewers locally known as yakitori, and the sweet scent of freshly made taiyaki, fish-shaped pastries filled with red bean paste. Every corner you turn presents a new culinary adventure. You might find yourself slurping up a bowl of rich, creamy tonkotsu ramen for breakfast, nibbling on delicate tempura for lunch, and indulging in a multi-course kaiseki dinner that's more like edible art. So, do you still think Japan is worth visiting? Let us know in the comments.